Population 7 billion. Cameras in London 4,200,000. Cameras in Panopticon 12,984,450,000. Criminals 6,000,000 criminals, 26,659,600. Population growth percent, population 8%, 0.00. Female 49.8 female, 8.2.0 stop 30.0 trillion. Have not guilty 0. Sentence in prison 1 million.
Imagine a single loaf of bread. Imagine that it is given to 2 starving men. Are they inclined to share it? Or do they fight to have it all for themselves? Of course, with 2 men, the possibilities are limited. It is possible that one of them eats, or both of them eat, or perhaps neither of them eat. But imagine for a moment that there are 2 nations, each of them home to 100 starving men. This time, you have 100 loaves, or, shall we say, 100 sheaves of wheat. 2 countries in the grip of famine, and not enough wheat to share between them. Can you imagine what happens next? Well, let me tell you.
Contact! It's over here! Light the thing up! On it!
thought you could. Hey, you can see me, right? Looks like it. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the mystical realm between life and death. In a bit of a bad mood, are we? I suppose that's understandable. I'm Ares. Ares M. And you are?
Are you happy with this name? Great Neva Gems. Are you happy with this name? Great Neva Gems.
Yeah, I like it. Nice name. And you don't look too bad either. You're lucky you can see me, you know. It means there's something very, very important you have to do. And I think you might really be able to do it, you know? You can bring the fighting to an end. You can bring about the great transformation. You can put an end to people's suffering and pain. Assuming you want to do all that, of course.
Work your magic, Nina. Need to bring the sinner back online. Scat!
Roger that! Oh, looks like it's wakey time. Before you go, I can't believe I almost forgot. You're going to meet her soon. And when you do, you have to help her. Helping her will be the first step on your journey towards the great transformation. See you again soon, okay? Bye for now.
Come on, sinner. Let's roll. Your accessory bit the dust, but your Willow generator's still in one piece. That's something, I guess. Hey! What's with the silent treatment, sinner? Show him what you got!
I've been itching to fight!
First thing we need to do is locate the enemy abductor. Let's move out. I'll take point. You guys watch my six.
Hey, you big pile of scrap, over here!
Carlos, good?
Hooray! Kept you.
Sorry. Unforeseen circumstances. You know how it is.
No need to apologize. I could probably manage this one by myself, to be honest.
Thanks a bunch. Here now. Let's put this thing out of commission. If the clip is empty, reload. Listen up, Sid. You take a big hit out there. Don't try to be a hero. Fall back and regroup. It will give you some time to recover. Time ain't on your side. You can use a first aid kit to patch yourself up pretty much instantly. So that bump on the head really did knock out your memory, huh? Guess it's true what they say. The harder a brain is to wash, the easier it is to wipe. Nothing else for it then, I guess. It's back to the bottom rung of the career ladder and a stinking code 1 star for you. You'll be back upstairs in no time, though, I'll bet. Well, if it ain't the welcoming committee.
You have been found guilty of the crime of reckless loss of memory, in addition to 256 other infringements of the People's Charter. It is my duty to inform you that you have been returned to Code Level 1, and will be obliged to participate in the re-education initiative generously provided by your Panopticon.
Break, sinner. But you'll be climbing the ranks soon enough. Now let's make this the last time I have to give you this little speech. Don't get amnesia again. That's an order.
Good morning, sinner. Wacky wacky, rise and shine. Today is the first day of your new life as a product-type member of your society. You've been very naughty, you know. In the middle of a vital operation, you recklessly squandered a resource in which your society had invested a great deal of your memory. How could you jeopardize the joy and prosperity of your Panopticon after all it's done for you? Luckily, all you have to do is take part in the re-education initiative and start again from Code 1. Oh, and have your sentence reset to 1,000,000 years. Okay with you? That's the spirit. You've just taken your first step on the road back to becoming a productive, meaningful member of the most idyllic society in the whole wide world. Now, let's get on with the re-education, shall we? Oh. Hold on a second. Your accessory was destroyed in your last operation, wasn't it? Well, our Panopticon is nothing if not unfailingly generous. Introducing your brand new eudaimonic facilitation unit. Go on. Have a fiddle with the settings, why don't you?
Abductor detected.
Abductor detected.
Abductor detected.
Welcome to the Panopticon.
Welcome to the Panopticon.
Welcome to the Panopticon.
Unable to carry out order.
Unable to carry out order.
Unable to carry out order. Welcome to the Panopticon. Unable to carry out order.
There. That wasn't so hard now, was it? And now that you've got the accessory you always dreamed of, you'd better make sure you obey its every command. Or else. Never forget your accessory is Panopticon property. You've been issued it on the understanding that you will honor, obey, and be nice to it at all times. Now, for the future joy and prosperity of your Panopticon, it's time to get out there and give it your all. For the greater good.
Scan complete. Confirming Utopedia data match. Confirmed. Cell occupant is an officially registered sinner belonging to this Panopticon. Initiating self-introduction protocol. Greetings. I am your accessory. I shall be your constant companion. It is a pleasure to meet you. Preparing to launch re-education initiative. Commence operation. You are a sinner. You are guilty of the most serious infringement of the People's Charter, being an unproductive drain on resources. For this crime, you have been sentenced to 1 million years of penal servitude. You will not be free until you have served or worked off this sentence in its entirety. Your existence and consequent consumption of resources constitute grave crimes against society. The length of your sentence reflects the seriousness of your crimes. Utopedia is a central database where all information pertaining to this Panopticon is stored. My role as your accessory is to relay information on your behavior to the database, allowing your personal data to be kept up to date. I will continue to do so until you cease to exist. The Panopticon is the pinnacle of human achievement. A society designed to maximize the joy and prosperity of its members. The resources essential to human existence have been depleted, and supplies continue to dwindle. The pooling of resources, technology, and knowledge are the most efficient means of survival. The Panopticon system allows, through a rigid system of shared contribution, the maximum distribution of joy and prosperity throughout the populace. However, in such a society, those who consume resources without contributing to productivity sin simply by existing. You are required to make amends for your crimes. Until you have done so, you will not be granted freedom. You are not permitted to escape. You are not permitted to take your own life. You are not permitted to refuse to survey your panopticon. You are not permitted to sleep lying down. You are not permitted to speak of or think about the future. You are not permitted to do anything that you haven't been explicitly granted the right to do. I am required to subject you to continuous surveillance in order to ensure that you do not violate these, or any other. Welcome to the Panopticon. You are a sinner, guilty of the gravest transgression of our society's law. You will be afforded no freedoms whatsoever. However, there is hope. The Panopticon has generously granted you the right to contribute to the greater good, and to be rewarded for doing so. Contribute to the joy and prosperity of your Panopticon, and your sentence will be reduced. Work off your entire sentence, and you will be free to go. Your contributions will also earn you freedoms in the form of various entitlements. It is the duty of all sinners to contribute to the greater good. Refusal to do so is a violation of the People's Charter. Your sentence has been extended. Entitlements take various forms. These range from the right to improve aspects of your living environment to the easing of restrictions on your actions and movement. You currently have 0 entitlements. Contribute to your Panopticon in order to begin claiming new freedoms. The range of entitlements available to you will be dictated by your code level and the degree to which you have contributed to the greater good. Contribution is the act of working towards the greater good. In other words, laboring to further the joy and prosperity of your Panopticon. The code, or contribution-oriented distribution of entitlements, system is an 8-level rating system indicating the value of a sinner's contribution to society. As a sinner's code level increases, they will be granted access to an ever-widening range of entitlements. The structure of the Panopticon mirrors the code system, with higher code sinners residing on higher cell tiers, and living in greater degrees of comfort. To achieve a higher code level, sinners are required to pass the requisite code exam. The examination system is overseen by the Committee for Social Selection. Advancement to the next level may only be achieved with the approval of the committee. In order to be granted permission to take a code exam, a sinner must first meet the exam requirements. You are currently at code level 1. As such, Gochel is located on level 1 of Citizens Promenade. You are a sinner of the lowest possible social standing. Your initial aim should be to pass the level 2 code exam. A sinner's greatest joy lies in contributing to the joy and prosperity of the Panopticon. This is also your duty, and the reason you are permitted to exist. By giving your all for the greater good, you will be amply rewarded. And one day, you may even earn your freedom. In addition to watching over you, my job is to offer practical assistance in all your activities. Should you have further questions, I am obligated to answer them. I am here to educate and inform you. Contributions to the greater good can be made in various ways. However, as a sinner, your main contribution will be maybe carrying out voluntary contribution operations. Ours is not the only panopticon. There are many others competing for the limited resources available. Contribution operations are carried out to ensure our survival and advance our position in the struggle for resources, thereby prolonging our joy and prosperity. These operations chiefly take the form of combat missions carried out against the forces of rival panopticons attempting to encroach on our territory or steal resources. Operations appropriate to your level of experience will be issued to you by the Office of Peace and Stability, a body devoted to the furtherance of the greater good. A re-education operation has been issued and assigned to you. Your reckless and irresponsible memory loss has erased skills your panopticon invested so much in teaching you. This operation has been designed to reintroduce some of the more basic combat techniques and maneuvers. It will take place in a dedicated training facility in Sadev Panopticon. Access the Personal Responsibility portal and sign up for the operation via the Contributions directory. Accessory services are also now available. To access these services, please initiate conversation. Initiating Operation Commencement Protocol. You will now be transferred to the training facility. Be aware that Code 1 sinners are not permitted visual stimulation beyond the walls of their cells and field of battle. For this reason, your vision will be restricted during transportation to the training facility. Instruction will be provided throughout the Re-Educat program. Please proceed with the operation. Proceed to the next room. Use your thorn to proceed. Harvest the nearby resources. Resource acquisition confirmed. Door unlocked. Proceed to the next room. Eliminate all hostiles. Threat suppressed. Door unlocked. Eliminate all hostiles. Re-education operation complete. Please return to your cell. Contribution logged. In light of your successful completion of the initial education operation, inventory functionality has been added to your personal responsibility portal. The inventory function can be used to view items seen in the completion of your first operation. A second re-education operation has been issued and assigned to you. Please sign up for the latest re-education operation. Initiating Operation Commencement Protocol. Your vision will be restricted during transportation to the training facility. Instruction will be provided throughout the Reeducat program. Please proceed with the operation. Eliminate all hostiles. Threat suppressed. Door unlocked. Eliminate all hostiles. Door unlocked. Sever abductor pod. Pod will glow blue when locked on. citizen to RRU.
Took you long enough. Common sinner. Really? Watch where you put those hands. Don't expect any thanks.
Re-education operation complete. Please return to your cell. Contribution logged. Re-education initiative complete. New functions have been added to your personal responsibility portal. The loadout function is now available. This function allows the selection of weapons and combat items in preparation for battle. It is advised that you carefully consider equipment choice when preparing for an operation. Re-education initiative complete. You may now claim the entitlement enabling you to undertake irregular operations. Use the entitlement points earned in the Re-education initiative to claim the right to take part in OPS operations. Entitlements can be claimed via the window on Liberty. The window on Liberty is the large display occupying the wall by your bed. Acquisition of right to take part in OPS operations confirmed. A regular operation has been issued and assigned to you. Do you have any questions? Regular operations take place outside the walls of the Panopticon. Transport to and from the battlefield is provided by means of a military transporter. Prepare for deployment, then sign up for the operation when ready. Be advised, re-education operations are not live-fire exercises. However, in regular operations, the enemy will shoot to kill. If you are defeated and your allies and accessory are unable to revive you, you will be automatically revived. However, this will lower your sustainability level by 1. If sustainability reaches 0, the situation will be deemed untenable, and the operation classified as a failure. Caution is advised. Please sign up for the operation that has been issued to you. Unproductive conversation is a violation of the People's Charter. Your sentence has been extended. Initiating Operation Commencement Protocol. Your vision will be restricted until you reach the military transporter. From now on, you will be accompanied by an accessory in all operations. Your escort will provide you with supervision and assistance. Commands can be issued to your accessory escort by means of the accessory orders function. Proceeding to military transporter.
Good to see you outside your cell again, Sinner. And you look pretty chipper, too. You're a hard one to keep down, huh?
Hey, is this that piece of Shaz you were telling me about?
Well, you were relearning the ropes. We dropped it in a rookie center to take your place. You'll be fighting alongside each other. So play nice, okay?
You lost your memory, right? Great, my friend. Well, the name's Matthias. Think you can remember that?
The plan is for you two to start working together. And I'm the sucker who'll be guiding you rookies every step of the way. For my sins.
Hey, if you don't want to hang out with us grunts, you could ask the con authorities for a transfer and we could get a different instructor. You know, like a prettier one.
Or maybe I can get you transferred to latrine duty. How about that, wise guy? It's short for Panopticon. Can't go busying up the comms channels every time with that mouthful.
All right, enough talk already. There's a citizen out there waiting for a hero like me to come save him. Let's get this turkey shoot out of the way before I die of old age.
No, there's a few of you. And from what I hear, some of them are real talents. If you make it to code level 2, and that's a big if, you'll meet them soon enough.
You really did get a bump on the head, didn't you? Citizens are the ones with the book smarts. Without them, we'd be living in mud huts. They're the brains and we're the brawn. And that's how I like it. I mean, they don't have to risk their necks out in the field like us, but getting snatched by other cons all the time, not my scene.
If you two are done yapping, we got a job to do. Time to move out, sinners.
Orders are to reclaim captured citizens. Escort reclaimed citizens to RRS within time limit. Munitions and medical supplies can be acquired on the battlefield. Replenish supplies as necessary. Enemy resistance anticipated. Extreme caution recommended when facing abductors. Attack strength, astronomical. Destroy abductor pods to free captured citizens. RRS will not appear until citizens are freed. Citizens captured by all-purpose spy planes. Subdue target and reclaim citizen.
If that thing makes it off the battlefield, we might never see that citizen again! Move out, stat!
Time for me to show you what old Leo can do!
Allied forces engaging enemy. Support required. All-purpose biped located. Destroy pod and reclaim captured citizens.
Runs out of Willow. Apollo short and self-destruct. Let's start wearing this guy down.
This one's all mine!
Scanning. Lunar engine activity significantly reduced. Power loss confirmed.
Alright, let's smash that pod open. Use the door to zip up to it and get that citizen out of there.
Abductor pod destroyed. Secure citizen. Caution. Enemy abductor is intensifying its attack. Ammunition depleted. Locate ammo boxes. Enemy abductor structural integrity at 30%. Prepare for final assault.
Cool.
Comrade engaged in abductor drag down. Assistance recommended.